Chrissie Swan Show.
Oh, hi there, and welcome along for the Lady Madness ride for the next 2 hours. Have you ever met a supermodel, Jack?
Never.
Well, you're about to. Elle Macpherson is en route to the studio, and in news that would surprise nobody, I have also never met a supermodel. Today's my first day, and literally, as I got out of the car, I got my pass out of my bum bag, which I wear everywhere.
Yeah.
And there was chocolate all over it, all over my hands, all over my top. And turns out that an errant Malteser had melted on the car seat because I have the car seat heaters on and I don't know how to turn them off.
That would get grim in summer.
Very grim, although it suits me because I'm a lizard. So I'm about to meet a supermodel for the first time and I'm covered in chocolate.
It's like the universe's way of saying just be chaotic, Chrissy, because you're not even in activewear today. You've put on some jeans for Elle.
Correct.
And then this has happened.
I've got an outfit, man, and a cashmere jumper. It's my fanciest stuff.
Serving a look. I mean, the word icon gets thrown around a lot, Swanee, but this is a real life proper icon that we get to see in real life. Hey, next, we're going to play Chrissy's Get Into Spring. It's a little game between Swanee and I where I have to guess the price of Priceline items and win you stuff. Register via the Nova Player app if you'd like to play.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
You are listening to the Chrissie Swan Show on Nova thanks to Priceline. And speaking of...
It's in with spring here at Priceline Pharmacy. Time to start fresh and try something new.
Chrissie's Get Into Spring.
Oh, yeah, I have been sashaying through the aisles of the hallowed halls of Priceline, my favourite place on earth.
Yeah.
And I have filled up that pink basket in a way that defies logic. I've got 3 things here, Jack. And I'm tasking you with your absolute out-of-touchness of what things cost to try and price them to the nearest dollar in order to win gigantic, generous Priceline hampers for people like Cherie. Hello, Cherie.
Hello, Chrissy. Hi, Jack. How are you?
I mean, we are pulling the trigger on spring. The great thing about spring is that you get to refresh your makeup and your beauty routine. And you also get to enjoy some sunshine. What's the worst thing about spring for you, Cherie?
Hay fever.
Yeah.
Oh, Cherie, I'm the same.
Eyes, running nose is horrible. It's the worst time of year for me.
I don't get hay fever, and I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah, you are blessed for that, because all week this week I feel like I sound silly on air because it's just the hay fever's sitting in me. Yeah.
It's so bad because there's no escape. There's also no escape from Jack's out-of-touchness of how things, of what things cost. Are you ready to put him to the test, Cherie?
Yes, go, Jack.
All right.
I've got this for you, Cherie.
The first thing in my pink basket from Priceline is this wonderful invention. It's called an Anihana shower steamer mint refresher. Do you know what you do?
No.
I mean, look, a shower steamer could be something else. But this one, you throw in the bottom of your shower and the hot water activates it and makes everything smell amazing.
Oh, I love that. I want that.
I know. They're so good. What would you expect to pay for this treat?
Didn't even know that was a product.
I know.
I'm going to say, surely like $5.
$5 on the knockout.
Yes.
Well done.
That is a Priceline hamper worth $200 so far for you, Cherie.
I mean,
my God, thank you.
Cherie, as Yaz would say, the only way is up.
Oh, absolutely. Go, Jack. Come on, you got the next one.
Second is a product by Umberto Giannini. And I can say that because I've now seen Italy. It is called Curl Jelly, Scrunching Jelly. Fabulous for people with the natural curls, and it makes them all beachy and defined.
I use a beachy cream curl.
You should try this one. It's amazing.
I should. I'll steal it after. I'm going to say, hair products sometimes can be expensive. I'm going to say $30.
It is not $30. It is $19 and has been everybody's favourite for 20 years.
Oh, damn it. Sorry, Cherie.
Cherie.
No, it's all right. Last one. Let's go.
All right. This is for, what's on the line is a $300 hamper. The $200 one's already yours. Okay, you ready?
Go, Jack.
Now, one of the greatest challenges for a woman or man or whatever you identify as in any
Good
way,
save,
shape
Swanee,
or
good
form,
save.
thank you, is putting on false eyelashes.
Oh, yes.
I mean, you end up looking like Phyllis Diller, but not with this product. It is called Oh My Lash, and they are super easy to put on, and they come in their own little container.
All right.
What would you expect to pay for this reusable set of eyelashes that are easy to put on?
Reusable, so like you've got to pay something for. I'm going to say $15.
Jack,
Yes!
You have nailed this. You've got a $300 Priceline voucher, Cherie, full of all sorts of goods.
Oh, thanks, Jack. You were amazing.
My pleasure,
Thank you.
Cherie, and I hope your hay fever gets better.
Oh, same here. Thank you.
We will be playing again tomorrow. Register via the Nova Player app.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Want to jump the prescription queue? Download the free Priceline Pharmacy app. With its handy pre-order function, simply order your script and they'll message you when your order's ready.
Never wait for a script again at Priceline Pharmacy.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Yeah, you're about to lose the will to live. It's the Chrissie Swan Show on Nova. Of course I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you, Jack.
I am, because yesterday I thought you would bring this up and would forget about it and we'd never discuss it again, but no.
You were wrong.
I was wrong.
And having said that, look, generally that is my pattern. I get red hot on something and then I forget it, and you take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
But sadly for you, I've worked out how to set myself a reminder on my phone.
No.
And sure enough, at 8:05 this morning, because I couldn't change the time on it, a simple word came onto my telephone, my phone, my mobile phone, my telephone, and it just said Gumption. Yesterday, I did a recap of the top 5 things that happened on my weekend, and chief among them was my discovery of a very old product. I believe it's a historical artifact. It is called Gumption.
I'd never heard of it. And I actually really like cleaning. I'm a clean freak and quite OCD. But Gumption has never come across my kitchen bench.
Well, I have heard of Gumption because it's such an unusual name. I've heard of it, but I've never used it. And I was in a funny little... Actually, I was in that supermarket, the Greek supermarket, and I saw it there. And I thought, I tell you what, those European houses shine like a diamond. I've never been into a European person's house that isn't mwah.
Chef kiss.
And so I thought if I can buy this here, it's going to be great. Picked it up. I cleaned my sink. I was visibly moved by the results out of this little yellow and green
Really
pot.
doesn't take much to get you going anymore, does it?
And because I'm new to cleaning, remember, I'm new to cleaning. And then once you clean a little bit, all you see is stuff that needs special attention.
And especially with your like obsessive personality,
Correct.
You must just walk around that house trying to find things or create muck to then clean.
My skirting boards made me gasp. And I've never looked at them. This one, Gumption, cleaned up my sink. It's brand new. It's sparkling. And I mentioned it on air, and I have received messages from people going, Gumption changed my life. Wow. I have done a little bit of a deep dive. I've got an ad for you. This is how old Gumption is.
There's a name you all remember, but now it's something new.
That's a bop.
Use a little gumption.
That's a bop.
Use a little Gumption.
Better than ever. Now Gumption has an easy flow cap. Right down to the last drop, Gumption's improved formula has extra cleaning power. More powerful even on the toughest jobs.
Bang!
Smoother for a perfect Gumption shine.
It's something new.
Shine.
Use a little gumption.
Did someone say shine? I don't have a bottle. I've got a tub. 13 24 10. Close your ears if you don't want to play along, Jack, but you might just learn a thing or two. Has Gumption changed your life? Yes or no? And if no, then what is the one item that you cannot live without to clean stuff?
I know this sounds like a paid ad, but it is not. Chrissie is genuinely obsessed with this product.
I love you, Gumption.
We'll take your calls.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
We're talking about Gumption.
I can't believe we're doing this.
I mean, Gumption seems to have been around since, the 1800s. I don't know.
So is this segment.
I know that you don't support me on this, but cleaning is new to me.
I know.
I'm really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying new products. This has been around for 100 years. I've only just discovered it, and it is life-changing. And I mentioned it yesterday, and people agree with me. Anna, talk to me about Gumption.
Wow.
I love Gumption.
You ladies need help.
No. Well, no, we don't now that we've got Gumption. Aren't I right, Anna?
Oh, definitely. I use it for everything, even when my son's cricket wipes and when they've got grass stains and everything.
Oh, my God. Have you used it? Have you used it on your old sink?
Yep.
Okay.
I use it for everything.
All right. When you say everything, Anna, give me some tips. So the sink and the clothes. Anything else?
Sink and the clothes. I scrub my white runners with them and throw them in the wash.
Yes.
What else? If I've got the shower head, you know how sometimes it gets cloggy?
Yes.
I just soak the shower head with gumption and water and it clears it.
Oh, my God. Anna, it's changed my life.
Tom, make sure you save this audio and submit it for a radio award because this is amazing. Anna, we're going to send you a double pass to Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice it's in cinemas September 5.
Are you okay?
No.
It's Gumption. It's because the Gumption's got to you.
The smell of it.
Tammy, talk to me about Gumption.
Oh, it's just the best, isn't it? I'm a professional cleaner and I come across this little yellow-green container 5 years ago after using Jif. Jif used to be the go-to. Forget it. Gumption is just the bomb.
Gumption is like the solidified
it's like
stuff
heaven
around...
in a little container.
Yes, but it's like the solidified stuff around the top of the Jif, which is, always the strongest.
Right.
It's oh my God, it smells clean as well.
It does smell incredible. A double pass to Beetlejuice for you as well, Tammy. I love that it's endorsed by a professional cleaner. That's big.
Yes, Linda, talk to me about Gumption and the many, many and varied uses.
Hello, Chrissie. Mine would have to be the stubborn coffee stains on those mugs.
Oh, yes.
It's the golden tub with the golden lid.
And
it's
tea.
wondrous.
I mean, I want to use it on my teeth. Is it toxic?
Do it because it means this segment will be over and I'll have to call 000.
Maybe it'll kill me and you'll be so happy.
Linda, a double pass for you to Beetlejuice in cinemas September 5 as well. I'll give you one more call and one more minute of Gumption chat, okay,
and then
Swan?
we will never talk about it again until you use it and your mind is blown, Jack.
Yeah, that's the caveat.
Catherine, talk to me about Gumption.
It is the best thing ever. I'm a clean freak and I discovered Gumption probably 6 or 7 years ago. I use it on all my stainless steel items and everything looks sparkling and clean.
Now, I've got one question about Gumption because I'm new to it. I've got the one in a pot and it comes out like a thick paste. Are there other incarnations?
No, I use the one that you've got and I find that using that gives you the best solution.
Oh, my God. Do you know what I'm going to do?
It just makes everything sparkle. It's
amazing.
Except my personality.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
What?
And this is really I'm a DIY girl now.
Yeah, because he lives and stuff.
I'm going to get a little blob of it and I'm going to put it in a spray until it dissolves and then I'm going to make my own Gumption solution.
You need to start drinking again.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissie's Clickbait.
I thank God or whoever it is up there that she brought us Jojo Siwa because that voice and the transformation and embracing the authenticity is radical and wonderful.
Oh, you mean this voice?
Name a more iconic child star.
Right? Hey, she actually...
Britney Spears.
She sat down with Abby Lee from Dance Moms.
What?
Yeah, she sat down and did her podcast. Peg would love it.
Oh, my God. We are listening to that together tonight. I'm obsessed with Abby Lee Miller. She is the meanest person that's ever drawn breath.
And one of the best things to happen to TV.
Did Jojo go her? Did she say, how dare you treat me like that when I was a child?
I've only seen shorts, but it seemed pretty amicable. Yeah.
To give you the background, because we've just gone off on a tangent, Jojo Siwa was a kid, a baby, and she was on Dance Moms, and Abby Lee Miller is the dance instructor, the teacher, and she is... I had to stop watching because that was sanctioned abuse of those children.
Well, karma did get her because she ended up in prison, didn't she, Tom? Yeah.
In prison, yes.
In prison.
And unable to move around freely.
Is now in a wheelchair, yeah.
God. All right.
Jojo,
back
though.
onto Jojo Siwa. Anyway, she has come out and she's embraced her sexuality and she's got a girlfriend. She's amazing. And she has said that she is in talks to represent Poland at Eurovision.
Somebody asked if I was going to do it on Eurovision, and I jokingly replied to the comment saying yes, but now it's actually become a real conversation, and Eurovision's into it. We're talking. Poland wants me to represent. I will be there.
I mean, this is how amazing things start.
Wait, I don't get the Polish tie.
So she's obviously got Polish links.
Right.
You know, everyone's from somewhere.
Totally. And also, if Poland can claim her, bloody do it.
Can I tell you, this is how amazing things happen, and I have not told you this, and you are going to love it.
What?
So you know how you call me QVC Chrissie?
Yes.
And I have had a bit of a QVC moment because Gumption has changed my life.
No, you promised we're done talking about it.
Okay, sorry, I lied.
But you are QVC Chrissie, even with Priceline. That's QVC Chrissie.
Yes, because I've got to get tips to make other people's lives easier that I've learnt. I've got to get them out. Guess who has made an approach to my manager?
QVC?
TVSN, the Television Shopping Network.
Equivalent. Amazing. I don't know
and she said, do I just shut this down? I said, not so fast. Let me think. Can you imagine me talking for literally 2 hours about a convertible ladder?
Yes, I can.
Yes, I would bloody do that for free.
I know. But I feel like, is it a little bit, this is an off-air chat, but do we wait a couple of years?
I don't want to wait.
Okay.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I'm just quoting Paula Cole here.
You must do a caftan.
Yes. I wanted to talk about Jennifer Lopez. I know that we were supposed to talk about Balmoral Beach, but I want to talk about
Let's talk about J-Lo.
So J-Lo has been spotted dancing down the escalators, clearly having tipped off the paparazzi.
Yeah.
She's in an amazing outfit. She's got a blow wave. No one looks like that at the local Westfield, sorry.
Her kids are completely disinterested.
However, my noticings, what do you think I've noticed here? What do you think I take out of this photograph? She's there with 3 kids, a couple of them are hers, I think, and then a minder or a personal assistant. What's going on with the nanny? I'll give you another photograph. She has hired the Temu version of herself.
Oh my God, it does look like J-Lo.
That assistant is J-Lo, but will never look better than J-Lo.
Also, that assistant needs therapy for life after walking around that woman.
What person does that?
Yeah, that's sick.
Hire someone just to make them look good.
But J-Lo is, what is our favourite word? Insufferable!
This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Oh, yeah, you're with us for another hour. And in that time, you are going to meet, as are we, a supermodel, a superstar, Elle Macpherson. She's on her way in and I'm covered in Malteser chocolate.
A real life icon.
Yes. And because we've run out of room to do our to-do list Tuesday, which we normally do, because we've got Elle Macpherson coming in, we're going to whack it in here.
Let's do it, Swanee. You kick us off.
Get more firewood.
Okay.
Ask Tom to give me a tutorial on the soda stream. I'm biting the bullet.
You're finally getting around my true love, the soda stream.
When both of you were talking about it the other day, I thought, I've got to get on board. I'm an early adapter. They've been around for 100 years.
Yeah, no, and your kids will love it, Swanee. Like, I've got Pepsi Max soda stream.
And does it taste the same?
Yes, it's the best. Soda stream is the best.
And is it cheaper? It is, isn't it?
I mean,
like per litre, of course.
Gifted to me.
Roll a spanakop at the snake for Vicky, who's gone under today. She's had a little procedure. She'll be back tomorrow.
She will.
And I remembered that her Wednesdays are meat-free Wednesdays, so I'm bringing her in a spanakopita, which is brave because she's Greek and I'm not.
I know, but I think you will impress her because I had that last week from you, spanakopita, and it was beautiful. Also, I know what Vicky's having done today, and she'll be hungry tomorrow.
Oh, yes, because the camera up the bum. Yeah.
My only thing on my to-do list is pick up Calibre gifting. They want to give me a suit, which is kind. That's my only thing.
And you have to remind yourself to do that to get a lovely free gift.
Got to go by Chapel Street and stuff. Chrissie's Quizzy is next. Jump on the line. And hey, sadly today, Swanee, Charlie XCX took to Twitter and said goodbye forever, Brat Summer.
How dare she? I only just worked out how to do it.
Elle Macpherson is going to be live with us in the next 15 minutes. Do not change the station.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
A little bit of banjo for your Tuesday. That is the third bop in a row. What is going on? You're listening to the Chrissie Swan Show on Nova. Let's give away a bum bag.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
I love Mumford & Sons. I love that weep little lion man.
They're a vibe.
They are a
And
vibe.
that song stands up. Like, I will never get sick of I Will Wait.
Never.
Yeah.
Never, ever. And a little bit of banjo. Hey, Joe.
Hi, how you going?
Good. Is it short for Joanne or Joanna or Joanne?
Joanne, but only
Joanne?
when I'm in trouble. Yeah.
Ah, well, you are not in trouble, Jojo. You are going to win this bum bag, or are you? Is she, Kristen?
Oh, she's got some competition.
You know, I always get Kristen and Kirsten confused, even when I'm reading it.
It's tricky.
Yeah, no, I get it all the time.
It's so bad. All right, girls, you know how this goes. Your names are your buzzers. It's the best of 3. 5, meaning the first one who gets 3 right wins the bum bag. And there's nothing extraneous in it today, is there?
No, there is not, Swanee. It's just a classic Chrissy Swan Show bum bag.
I mean, I could slip my pot of gumption in there.
I knew you were going to find a way to crowbar Gumption into this chat.
Tom, can you call Gumption and get them to send a box?
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to give it to everybody I love the most who calls in.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Because
right.
it's boring.
Right now, please, while I'm
That's
doing
fine.
this, right
hey,
now.
Tom's looking after Elle Macpherson. Tom, you've got to get back out there.
Yes,
and
get
chat to
out
her.
there. Get out there. Water only. All right, question number 1.
With a bit of Welco in there.
Charlie XCX today declared that what is over?
Kristen,
Yes, Kristen.
is it Brat Summer?
It is Brat Summer, and that is bad timing because summer hasn't even started in this hemisphere and we never got a chance to do it properly.
She's really not thinking of us Aussies.
How dare.
No.
Question number 2. What does the acronym ETA stand for?
Joe,
Yes, Joe?
estimated time of arrival.
Are you a late person or an early person?
Always on time.
Good girl.
It's 1 apiece. Question number 3.
Charlie Sheen is celebrating his birthday today. Can you name the sitcom he starred in?
Kristen.
Yes, Kristen.
3.5 Men.
I'll accept it. It's 2.5 Men.
2.5 Men.
And can I tell you, doesn't it have the most obnoxious theme song?
Manly men. Also, just a moment for the
They're all
fact
singing along.
Charlie Sheen is still alive.
It is a miracle.
A miracle. Tiger blood, baby. Question number 4.
Can you name the supermodel behind the brand Welco?
Joe,
Yes, Joe?
Elle Macpherson.
It is a Macpherson. We're only saying that because we're sucking up to her because she's waiting. She's waiting in the airlock. Hello, Elle.
This one is for the win, ladies. It's 2 apiece.
The colour mauve is a shade of...
Joe.
Yes, Joe,
Kristen.
for the win.
Purple.
It is purple, my darling. Well done. You've got the bum bag. And I'm
thank you.
I'm going to be working on a pot of gumption to put in, and it does fit because that's how I carried it into
Wow.
the studio today.
Also, I would just like to acknowledge the little sigh that Kristen did give when Joe won.
Kristen, guess what?
What?
I'm going to give you a bum bag as well. Stuff it. I'm going ham.
Yeah, Elle Macpherson's here. We've got to look rich and cool.
I mean, Elle approves of a double bum bag giveaway.
She is in the studio next on The Chrissy Swan Show.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We are welcoming a bona fide Australian icon into the studio today. Elle Macpherson, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, it's so good to be here. And what purposeful reason to be here too, which is to share the celebration of my book.
Of your book. And yet another feather in your cap. You can add writer to your job description.
Well, how about just life adventurer and willing to share? You know, I hope the book becomes a useful tool of, you know, perspectives and support for people who read the book and recognize that their life is so worth living.
When you go through hard times, as we all do, have you found your whole life that you've really been able to step up to those, or do you crumble?
Now therein lies the whole purpose of the book. You know, I think it's about having the courage, and that's what we have as Aussies anyway. It's that give it a go attitude to work through the things, whether they're uncomfortable or comfortable, you know, the highs and the lows, but to have the courage to walk through them and come out the other end with the valuable lessons that you learned from that experience.
Do you believe there is such a thing as a mistake?
Absolutely no mistakes in life. The only mistake is refusing to learn.
Yeah.
And every experience gives us an opportunity to learn if we choose to.
Whenever anything goes wrong for me, I go, I wasn't expecting that. This is exciting.
Well, that's a good fabulous. So, and that's really what makes a fulfilled life. To find joy in all the moments. And there have been many highs and many lows in my life, but they've all been super valuable, and I've learned from them, and that's what I share in Elle.
I thought if I ever got to meet you, because this is the first time I've ever met you, and I just can't believe my eyes. Well, can you believe it, Jack?
I know.
Holy shit. Elle Macpherson
is in the house.
Yes.
Macpherson.
And I've got to say,
in chapter 6, you read about that.
As iconic as ever, your outfit's everything, your glasses are everything, you're everything I imagined.
I put them on for you, baby.
You did, thank you.
Magic head to toe. I always thought if I ever got to meet you, I wanted to tell you something that's annoyed me ever since the first time I saw you when you were basically a teenager. You are so smart and so accomplished, and you have this body of businesses and entrepreneurial stuff and philanthropy, and now you're a writer, all of this stuff. I mean, you're just like, yeah, okay, I'll do it, and you're a success at everything. It always annoyed me that you're referred to as the body, because it just negates everything that's up here. It's annoyed me. Has it ever annoyed you?
That's so sweet. First of all, listen, I believe that when something resonates with you, like in your heart, when you feel that excitement, when an opportunity comes up and you love what you do, you will be successful. Receive the sense of fulfillment that you can have from doing what you love, and it doesn't feel like work. The body was a really clever moniker that Time coined back in 1986. And contrary to what most people might think, instead of seeing it as something negative, I just went, wow, how can I use that? That's a really interesting thing to be able to kind of capitalize on in some way, or to lean into, and to not take it as an offense, but to really go, hey, I've got an opportunity here, and see it as the wide, beautiful potentiality that it actually truly was. And, to be, I don't want to say proud, but to enjoy that.
Do you associate the body with who you are?
Absolutely, because we can't compartmentalize our physical and mental, emotional and spiritual beings. It's impossible, and it's unwise to do that anyway. That sort of fractured way of living life is what got me into hot water in the first place. I was like, okay, you fit in that box, all parts of yourself. And we are a whole light being. The body's extremely important, as is our hearts and our innocence and the capacity to love.
I just love what a hippie you are. I just love it. I love it. Coming from, the glittering world of international modelling.
A bit of woo-woo in there is heaven.
It's a total woo-woo.
Well, not really. I mean, it's articulating it in this way at this moment, but these are the principles and the philosophies that I have lived by all my life. And sometimes in a more conscious way and sometimes in a less conscious way. And today I just feel so grateful to be here and be talking with you guys.
We're grateful too.
We really are. You are an icon in every sense of the word. Elle Macpherson is sticking around. Make sure you purchase her brand new book, Elle. It is in stores today.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We've got a bona fide supermodel and superstar in our midst, the gorgeous Elle Macpherson.
I can't believe she's actually here.
We can't believe our eyes.
There's a chapter in the book which is out today, Elle. You must go and get it. It is a fantastic read. And at the start of the chapter, Hollywood, you talk about how you referred to yourself as an accidental actress. And you talk about that first time you lined up for an audition and how you thought it wasn't really for you. Then you ended up moving to LA. You embraced it. What did acting teach you and sort of give you that modelling didn't? What did you take from acting?
You know, and that's why there's a whole chapter on it, because I learned so much. But the most important thing was what is not said, what's in between the lines. The intention of every action is as important as what is said, what is done. And that is captured on the movie camera, whereas modelling is so much more kind of, I don't want to say two-dimensional, but it's quite creative, artistic from a visual aesthetics point of view, whereas film, it really has a lot to do with the energy that you are carrying within you when you play a scene. And also with modelling, you know, your emphasis is on the camera. And you work towards the camera, creating the best images, co-creating with your photographer the best images. But in acting, the camera's sort of a witness.
Speaking of the relationship between photographer and subject, which photograph did your ex take? The front or the back?
Jill took the front.
Yeah.
And Ellen von Unworth took the back.
So you are still close with your ex?
I am.
Yes, and I am too. And I think what surprises me most about that situation is it feels very natural and right and kind to me. And the amount of people that do not understand how you could possibly do that is astonishing. Have you faced that as well? People are like, how do you do that?
I've been very fortunate because fortunate's not really the word. I made a choice. I made a choice. You know, love is love. And just because you love somebody doesn't mean you have to stay with them. And just because you love somebody doesn't mean you can stay with them. But it doesn't stop you loving. You know, I've had long relationships, 10 years with Jill, 10 years with Archie, and 10 years with Jeffrey. And those relationships were deeply, profoundly important to me in my life. But it doesn't mean you have to like the person or the situation.
Yeah.
You just have to allow it.
I want to move on to your sons.
Yes.
I remember when they were born. How old are they now?
Flynn is 26 and Sai is 21.
You say in the foreword of the book that they've been your greatest teachers.
They have.
What is the thing that they have taught you that only they could have and nobody else can?
To be a mother.
It's magic, isn't it?
And to be unconditionally loving. I'd never loved like the moment Flynn was born. He was my first real love.
I want to talk to you about what I call my mental laxatives.
Right.
Sometimes when I'm energetically or like...
in flow?
No, out of flow.
When
I'm stuck. When I'm stuck.
Constipated.
Like a poo.
Yes.
Like a poo. And I'm like, I can't do this. I said about my mental laxatives, and I've got 3 of them that I've tested and tried and they work. One is walking.
Yep.
The other one is building a fire for some reason. That gets me going. Or the last one is making food without a recipe. So cooking specifically intuitively. Yeah.
I thought she was going to say Welco for a second there.
Yes.
No, creativity is a big one, and nurturing.
Do you have any mental laxatives, Elle Macpherson, where you go, I got to get out of my head now. This is going to work.
Absolutely. I have the other situation, whereas I can get so busy that for me, it's about slowing down and taking a breath.
I don't know how to slow down. How do you slow down?
Well, there are plenty of things you can do. Breathe. Just sit quietly and breathe. Feel your breath going in, feel your breath going out.
How long for? How long for?
Sometimes
me.
it's
I'll
only
set a timer.
Sometimes only a couple of breaths. A couple of breaths. Just pause.
What's your idea of fun, Elle Macpherson? After all these years, you've had so many fun, incredible experiences. Right now, today, if you wanted to go and have fun, what would you do?
Jack, come and talk with you and Chrissie.
Correct answer.
Oh, God.
An activity,
you're
though.
a honey dripper.
Activity. What do I like to do? Well, I mean, being for me is always more sort of being in the moment, just going with the flow, doing only one thing, and that's what I'm doing in that moment.
That's a skill.
It is.
Well, it's a practice. It is
Yeah.
a practice, but it gets easier over time. And that's the thing, is that people think, oh, that's so hard. But just, give it a go.
Elle Macpherson, what a thrill it is to finally meet you. You have just, blown my mind. Your book is out today. Grab a copy. And a coffee.
Or check out the audiobook, because there's
7,000.
plenty of people that find it really difficult to read,
That's
or they
right.
like to listen to the audiobook. And I read the audiobook, and my beloved Doyle, who is a brilliant musician, plays with Eric Clapton, and has scored the book.
Wow.
So it's like a movie score.
That
so
is
the music
awesome.
is really, really interesting.
For
and
some
it sets the
people,
scene.
listening to the audiobook or an audiobook is their mental laxative.
Well,
Exactly
at least
right.
mental relaxation.
Exactly. Elle Macpherson, thank you so much for
You're
joining
welcome.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We've got to do this first.
Don't miss Australia's favourite renovation show, The Block, Sunday 7pm and Monday to Wednesday 7:30pm on 9 and 9 Now.
Speaking of me talking over an opener I've had for years now, The Block. I mean, the on-screen drama is always great.
Always.
But what about this off-screen drama that's occurring? There is a contestant called Ricky Ricard, and every time I hear his name, I think of Lucy and Desi Arnaz's character in I Love Lucy from the ancient times. And Ricky Ricardo's catchphrase was, "You got some splaining to do," which is exactly what The Block's Ricky Ricard is finding himself having to do.
I've seen a bit of The Block this year, Swanee, and I like this Ricky dude. Am I going to not like him now?
No, you are going to like him, because I'll tell you the story and then we will workshop it as we do.
Great.
Okay. So, Ricky Ricard gets onto The Block, does the filming. He's got a girlfriend, right? And they've got, they've been together for I don't know how long, but enough to be
Boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, boyfriend and girlfriend, and planning to go on an overseas holiday. So they're a proper couple.
Like after The Block, they were going to do that.
Yes.
Got it.
July 30.
Right.
Anyway, as soon as filming wrapped, which I'm guessing was July.
Yes, it was, yeah.
He broke up with her and said, "I'm so sorry, it's not working." Standard. Then it turns out that he had met somebody on set, the makeup artist, on the first or second day of filming.
Right.
And they were then in a relationship. I don't know, how long is the filming for The Block?
I
It's
think it
over
takes
pretty
around
quick.
3 to 4 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the ex-girlfriend is very, very upset and says that he is a dog. Your thoughts, Jack Charles?
Well, Swanee, here's the thing. If he met her on day one of The Block, I wonder whether this... Okay, there's a really critical piece of information
Sure.
here. As a makeup artist, I wonder if she's on set during the week, because I don't think contestants get hair and makeup on The Block. So if he met her on day 1 or 2, it was probably for the launch day.
Yes.
If this Erin then went away, I'm okay with it.
Erin's the hair and makeup girl.
Erin's
yeah?
the hair and makeup girl.
Yep.
But if Erin was on the set of The Block in Phillip Island while they were filming and they were secretly hooking up throughout filming, maybe Ricky should have ended it with his girlfriend while still on Phillip Island.
I think what has happened is this. Also, those contestants have no time to scratch themselves.
Yeah, but like there's...
And also, you're not allowed to see your family. That's it.
I know, but if the makeup artist is on set, they
Yeah.
could whisk away behind some penguins.
Yes, but it's not all
And get it
about
on.
the physical side.
No, love is love.
I think what's happened is this. They've got to know each other in the cut and thrust, pardon the pun, of a very, very heavy TV show.
Yep.
The makeup artist and Ricky Ricardo have got to know each other, and they've fallen in love. And he has realised, as you are allowed to do when you're not married to somebody, and even if you are married to somebody, you can find that your needs are going to be met better by somebody else, and soz about it.
Yeah. Look, I'm with Ricky on this one as well, Swanee.
The only thing constant in this world is change. And you are the boss of your own destiny.
Tattoo it on me, Swanee.
Mate, I am Team Ricky Ricard, and I never thought those words would come out of my mouth.
I love it.
I also want to talk about Daniel Craig. He is a great James Bond. And we still don't know, do we, who's going to be the new James Bond?
No, I feel like, is James Bond just done now?
No, never.
You don't reckon?
No, never.
I'm worried that it's going to come back and be all cringy and weird.
Nah,
because
it'll be great.
It's been so long. Okay.
Reinvented. Everything old is new again. Anyway, Daniel Craig's moved on, and he is filming. He's filmed a new movie called Queer, where he plays one half of a gay couple. And apparently he was into it.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, and I love it too because it just shows that everybody's different. Everybody's different.
I think you were about to say it just shows everybody's a little gay.
Everybody probably is a little bit gay.
That's a whole other topic.
You know, 13 24 10, give us a call. We're here.
Now check this out.
The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.